Got some breaking news that's coming in on the broadcast, and this time from the top court. The Covishield side effects row is now in the Supreme Court. There's been a plea that is seeking the study of Covishield side effects. The particular plea that we're talking about is seeking a direction on the vaccine damage payment scheme as well. The PIL is over compensation to those that have been affected by the Covishield side effects. Now, this is an entire row that has kicked up. And this is, of course, something that is being discussed in social media as well. And now there's been a plea about this in the top court as well. And this particular plea that I'm talking about is seeking a study on Covishield's side effect. Now, the PIL is seeking medical experts panel to study the effects and the risk factors of Covishield. In fact, this PIL also is seeking direction for a vaccine damage payment scheme so that those that have faced the side effects are compensated by the government. So this is clearly there a PIL in connection to the vaccine side effect, the Covishield vaccine, which was widely given as far as the COVID-19 pandemic was concerned. And now there's been a PIL over its side effect row, which has kicked up across the nation. So this is clearly a PIL there, which is now also seeking a strict law against the so-called criminal act. Now, this PIL, of course, is talking about how Covishield side effects row has been kicking up across the nation, and people who have, of course, taken this particular vaccine are facing the side effects. And the plea particularly also mentioned that AstraZeneca's admission in the UK court has also triggered fear among the public, and that there should be a detailed study on the Covishield side effects, following which there should be a direction on the vaccine damage payment scheme. Harish joins us on the broadcast to get us more details on this. Harish, this is, of course, a controversy that has kicked up on social media as well. And there's a plea now in the top court as well. Give us more details as to what exactly this plea is seeking, and also what are the basis for this particular petitioner to claim that there seem to be some sort of a side effect as far as Covishield is concerned.
Yes, that's right, Ashish. A big development as far as the Covishield side effects controversy is concerned. 2 days after the news has surfaced regarding AstraZeneca's startling claim before a UK court, now Supreme Court advocate Vishal Tiwari has filed a public interest litigation in the Supreme Court seeking constitution of a high-level medical experts team headed by a retired Supreme Court judge to examine the side effects and also brief the citizenry on the risk side effects and also the risk factors involved in that Covishield vaccine, and also formation of a vaccine damage compensation scheme, a higher compensation be paid to all those who died and got disabled after vaccination. These are the primary demands made in the public interest litigation, and also a strict law to deal with those who circulate and export counterfeit vaccines. This is what the PIL says. Very strict action against those who purchase, sell and circulate such vaccines causing damage to human lives. So these are some of the prayers listed by Advocate Vishal Tiwari, and he has told Times Now that tomorrow morning he will be mentioning this PIL, seeking a very urgent hearing after the AstraZeneca has raised this concern and made some revelation before the UK court, and as saying that it has an effect on lakhs and lakhs of Indians who had suffered, who were afflicted with COVID and had taken the Covishield vaccine. So we'll have to wait and watch whether the Supreme Court grants Vishal Tiwari an urgent hearing or not. Tomorrow at 10:30, this petition is going to be mentioned. Back to you.
Right, Harish, will of course keep a very close eye on the next hearing in this particular case as well, but also help us understand what exactly is this row that we're talking about, because of course there seems to be a lot of speculation on social media as well. On one hand, you've got reports of there being a very minuscule risk of thromboembolic events as well, and on the other hand, on the social media, we are seeing this being of course politicized as well due to various reasons. So what exactly is this petitioner talking about as far as the side effects is concerned?
Yes, in fact, he has not brought out any new information. He has just attached newspaper clippings as far as this controversy is concerned. He has only relied on the submission made by the AstraZeneca, the pharmaceutical firm, before the UK court, and also saying like the thrombosis and the blood clotting is a possibility of those who had taken Covishield vaccine, and therefore the Supreme Court has to allay apprehensions by forming a high-level medical expert committee headed by a retired Supreme Court judge, and as I said earlier, a series of prayers along with that. And tomorrow it's expected that he will make a mention before the Chief Justice seeking an urgent hearing.
Joining us on the broadcast there with all those details, of course, a very, very serious concern for people across the nation, and now a plea in the Supreme Court as well. We'll, of course, keep a very close eye on all the developments that come in as far as this case is concerned.